What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Daily Fortnite. My name is Blaze. Today we're taking on a zero build trios game and going for the W because we haven't really had one in a while. But today we're going for the W and also talking about Secret Invasion, the new Disney Plus show that came out a little while ago. I'll try not to talk about spoilers, but I can't promise anything, so keep that in mind as we do today's discussion. But if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit subscribe and comment something down below. I do daily Fortnite content. We talk about comic books, movies, music, video games, and all kinds of stuff. So make sure you guys hit the subscribe button if you want to see more. Hit like and use code BLAZE in the item shop. And the best way to support the channel is to watch the video all the way through. It really helps get this video out to as many people as possible. And I appreciate you guys for being here for any amount of time that you spend in the videos. I really appreciate you, your support. So I wouldn't be doing it without you. So thank you. But Secret Invasion came out on Disney Plus. Like 6 weeks ago. 1 episode per week. And it's kind of weird because it's one of those, I don't know what's been going on lately, but a lot of people have just been like completely destroying these Disney shows and MCU movies in reviews and critic scores and things like that. And I get it. Like, I feel like we are oversaturated with a bunch of stuff right now, and I think even the CEO of Disney has said it. He's basically said, like, there's an oversaturation and it's hurting the movies more than it's helping. I think that the majority of people were okay with waiting for the next movie or the next thing. When you go back to, you know, the Avengers, the first movie, you know, we had Thor, we had Iron Man, and a couple other movies, and then we had Avengers, and that was cool, right? That was cool. We had a year or two to wait between each movie, but you know, there was a lot of care and time taken with each one to make sure that it was a good quality product. And we haven't really had that in the MCU for a while. It's been just thing after thing after thing. Everybody wants their hands in it. Everybody wants to make a movie. Everybody wants to be in the movie. And, you know, I don't think we want the movies that fast. We might say that we want it, but I don't think we do. I think that most of us are okay with waiting because the alternative is that we get rushed products and things that aren't really fun to watch. So, but Secret Invasion, I thought was actually okay. I didn't have any issues with the show. I thought it was a fun show. Overall, I enjoyed it. But I know a lot of people didn't, and I don't really know why exactly. So let me know in the comments if you did not like Secret Invasion. Let me know. I will say that there's a lot that they could have done with it, other than just saying, "Hey, there's scrolls and they're everywhere." I feel like there could have been a lot more twists and turns throughout the show. You know, who is or is not a scroll. They could have answered questions as to like when so and so became a scroll and things like that. And they really didn't go into detail on any of that. So I get it. And it just seemed like it could have been its own arc. You know, how right now we've got this arc of the multiverse or whatever. And honestly, I almost wish that they would just close the multiverse off. I saw Quantumania last night too, which I'll talk about that in tomorrow's video. But yeah, I just feel like maybe there's just too much multiverse stuff going on, and we're not really exploring it that much. We're trying to stay inside this multiverse while also saying, or this universe while also saying that there is a multiverse, and it's just a lot. So I don't know, man. I just feel like there's something missing. There's some magic missing. But I didn't think Secret Invasion was that bad. And I have the Rotten Tomatoes scores pulled up right now, and they're showing 56%. I just don't know why. And I'm going to click on the user score here and see if anybody, what some of the people said. Incredibly boring, like the writers were just trying to fill in the time. It doesn't even have a logical flow from one scene to another. Just one random boring scene after another. I don't know if I agree with that. I don't think that it really showcased Nick Fury in the best light, or in like the greatest of shape. I mean, maybe he was broken about, you know, having been gone for 5 years, having been blipped and then coming back or whatever, but I don't know if I would say that it was boring. Nick Fury probably could have been a little bit more interesting, and they could have explored his backstory a little bit more. He seemed out of his element, yet still retaining, like, he got fired basically while still retaining all of the power that he would have while having not been fired. So I don't really understand what is going on. Where is this guy? So that's what I don't get. I liked there was a British lady in the show, and she did a really good job of like being like ahead of the game and having resources, things that she could use, which I thought she was a fun character. She was cool. I missed every shot. Wow. I'm certain that if you guys post in the comments, I'll have more specific things to talk about. Being a bit generic right now. One, because I don't want to spoil anything or any major things. And two, because I want to make sure that I don't die. But in all honesty, I don't think it was a 56% for me. Maybe more like a 75, I would say. But a 56% doesn't seem right. And I'm kind of wondering why people are kind of dropping a deuce all over these Disney shows right now. It quite honestly makes no sense. I know I already expect the Marvels to have a really bad score. The movie could be great, but I expect them to give it a bad score. I don't really know why. That's just what I expect. But I liked the show. I thought it was fine. I think right now the biggest problem with the MCU is that they're not really focusing on having the shows like tell their own story and then also lead into the next thing. I feel like the entirety of the shows right now are built to lead into the next thing and not so much tell their own story. And I don't think that's cool. Like WandaVision was weird because it felt like she learned a lesson. You know, that, hey, she basically held this entire town hostage, and that sucks. And then, you know, in Multiverse of Madness, she's like, oh yeah, by the way, I don't really care. I'm gonna do it again, basically, because I want my kids back. I'm like, just create new kids. Like, what are you doing? So, I don't know. I enjoyed I enjoyed Secret Invasion. I thought it was fun. We hadn't had a MCU show or movie in a while, and I think that it came out at a good time. It was spaced far enough away that we weren't like fresh off the last one and into the next one. Like I feel like there was a lot of that back when in 2020 during the pandemic. We had a lot of, you know, fresh off the last show. Here's the new show, and that was a bit much, I think. So. Some people say, I thought it was a good, fun mystery thriller. Definitely could have been better and should have had more of a cast and less of a love story. I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with that. I think that's a very astute observation. Show had a lot of potential. Plot was okay, but could have been better. Structured. Some characters' arcs were rushed and not fully developed. I still enjoyed it, but wanted much more from it. Okay. I think that's very fair. We'll do a couple more of these reviews. Here's one. Here's a 1-star. The series, like the rest of Phase 4, was nonsensical, so dull, and a waste of my time. Save your time and skip. I just don't think that doesn't really... I don't know. It's very negative. One person, 1.5 stars, says, nah, it was bad, but doesn't point out why. Worst ending ever. Series promised a lot and delivered nothing. I thought it was pretty tense towards the end, but we knew it was going to happen. I think a twist ending would have been kind of good. I'm gonna die. Oh no! They were all three there, and my guys didn't take any cover. Like, if you're playing no builds, you have to have cover, guys. Take cover, please. We'll do a new team. Yeah, I think for a Phase 4 really dealing with the multiverse, there really aren't a lot of shows that actually tackle the problem of the multiverse, which is weird because we're supposed to be getting... I don't know. I think the point of the Phase 4 really was to just introduce a bunch of characters. But I feel like we're overwhelmed with characters now, so it's not even really about the multiverse. It's just about, like, how many characters can we introduce to confuse the people that are watching? And there are going to be times in future shows where I'm looking at a character, and it's going to be like, it's like surprise reveal, and I'm going to ask myself, am I supposed to know who that person is? Because I don't. So that's, I don't know, man. I don't like, Quantumania did that as I was watching it last night. I literally looked at someone and I hadn't seen the first Ant-Man. So someone came back from that movie and I was like, I have no idea who that person is. But they explained it, which is fine. But at the same time, we really should have, I don't know. It's weird, man. So here's someone who wrote a full-on review. So 1 star. My thoughts after watching episode 1. That looks like it might be a good show. My thoughts after finishing the whole season. What the heck was it? The whole show, supposedly great. Nick Fury just lazily walks, drives, or travel from one place to another and doing absolutely nothing. Don't disagree with that. That's kind of what I was saying, like Nick Fury should have done more. You didn't really get a sense for how good he actually was. And he didn't feel like the same Fury from Avengers 1. He wasn't really encouraging or motivating anybody to do anything. He was just walking around and traveling. So talks and complains. All action. There's only a few action scenes in the whole series. Is done by Talos and Gaia. True. The show is boring. And poorly written. And the most mind-boggling thing is that the same writers who wrote this atrocious show now striking and demand... Okay, that's... without the writers, you wouldn't have a show anyway. So maybe this wasn't the best example of a great written show with a good arc and good plot twist or anything like that, but I don't think it has anything to do with people striking. I think they absolutely deserve to make a living wage, and you know, whether or not they write something good or whatever, I think that's beyond the point. But I do agree that Fury didn't really do a whole lot in the show. Overall, it was still good. Like, the show was still good, I thought. What the hell? Stuck in this building. I'm dead. Someone's actually over here. This better be a bot, because I can't deal with someone real right now. Oh, I don't want to fight him, no! Please don't. Yeah, I mean, watch the show for yourself if you're not sure if you want to watch it. I don't think it was bad, but there definitely was some things that could have been better. It's definitely a bot. I killed that bot in a game earlier today. Well, let me know what you think in the comments. I'd like to talk about it if you have the time or you have a chance or you just want to, you know, talk with someone about it. I don't want to hear things like this show was awful and a huge load of garbage. I want to hear specifics. Why did you not like it if you didn't like it? If you liked it, tell me what you liked about it. I thought Gaia was good. I thought that I'm a fan of Emily Clark, so I think she did an amazing job. I liked Talos. I thought he did a good job too, his actor. It kind of was a story about Talos and Gaia for the most part, with Nick Fury just kind of there. So I get that. That's a good criticism to give it, is that, you know, so if you say that, I would understand. If you say that, I understand that's a good criticism. I wouldn't argue with you. But generally speaking, I don't know if it's fair to say something's bad without giving specifics. But you also have to talk about the good stuff. What did you like about it? There has to be something that you liked about it. So let us know, you know? Let's do both. And there's probably gonna be spoilers in the comments, so they also kind of killed off some characters I didn't want them to kill off. Wow, bro. Okay, well, this is gonna end not very good. Alright, good job, buddy. We may be at the end of the video, guys. Or not. Oh, there's your opponent right there. Where are you going? What are you doing? Oh, you're just waiting in the car because they won't expect you to be there. But now the bot's in there, so they're going to give you away. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. I saw that coming. Are you going to save us? Nope, you're dead right now. Oh, no. GG's to my teammates, guys. That's the video. Thank you for watching. Let me know in the comments what you thought about Secret Invasion. And hit like and subscribe. I'll see you tomorrow.